welcome back to History the Plague. Can you believe that there's 3 games in this series?
No, I can't believe there's one game in this series.
We have 2 more that we could play after. Nico.
Okay.
I've got everything for a romantic dinner. Flowers and wine. What do you want, little winner?
Why is he Scottish? I just realized this guy sounds like a bad Shrek impression. I might have money for flowers. How about some leeches? Do you need the leeches?
How much is half a pouch?
It's not a number.
Can you give us a number?
Maybe numbers weren't invented yet.
Yeah.
I'll pay you a handful.
There's been
That's
2
too
races
much.
that have been invented, Italian and Scottish.
Oh, he just literally said, go away. That was 2. 2 is half a pouch.
So half a pouch is 2. Also known as a handful.
Some believed fragrant flowers Some believed fragrant flowers was a way to protect against sickening air.
Okay.
I didn't even notice he was rhyming.
Neither did I.
I can't. They're in high demand.
Okay, so you can't.
That wasn't a rhyme.
Clearly you can stop rhyming.
You're bad at this. Alright, this, can you steal that rosemary now? Used for a lot of different things in the Middle Ages, not just cooking.
Hey, do you think, like, an educational game, you can maybe
give a little bit more information?
You had a lot of screen space to work with.
Rosemary was used for other things. Sometimes bowls were used for putting things in. Like, they really went in, like, they did their research, you can tell. Vigilant as always. It's a weird way of setting up your
wish we just
city.
had a ring.
Oh, right.
We have to
Okay.
find it?
I feel like,
Where
hey,
did
we
that-
can go this way.
Where did that idiot lose his ring?
I think he said I thought he lost it over near our house. We might have to go back to our house.
It's in Mario's cart by now.
Mario's cart?
Yeah.
It just didn't even register for a second there. Here's another one of these chickens are broken and they're just in like their stationary model thing. They're not actually ever animated. You just following me around now, Tempest? Can I go out?
Right. I have a feeling you'll get the chance to escape through the
Escape?
Oh, good.
So slowly I'm encouraging everyone else to flee the city, and that's my plan as well.
Yeah.
Get away from the plague. It's this dirty rat in the corner here.
we know who's responsible.
Someone's behind it?
The fanatic flatulence told me it was the Jews.
Oh, of course.
I wish that they just started dropping like racial epithets and like and then the game like made a point of explaining like derogatory terms to you in great detail. I heard it's the Jews.
Maybe someone had a conspiracy theory and they made this game just to support their agenda.
Like, isn't that inappropriate?
Like, look, the rat is good and it helps you. It was the Jews' fault.
Right. Yeah. Like, isn't what am I saying? Isn't saying just the Jews like bad? Aren't you supposed to say like Jewish people? In this game, this educational game, they were just like, nah, the Jews.
Historically accurate.
Hey, this chicken does things. Look, there's people just wandering around the city.
Do they have like a set cycle?
He must just be walking a loop. I bet he'll be back. Oh, I went inside, I think. Ooh, a riddle door.
Oh,
There's
we
a
got a
puzzle.
game.
This is Arnetto's door. He's who we're looking for, isn't it? A strange system of strings seems to be part of an opening mechanism.
Is that chicken gonna move out of the way?
If you know the code, it should be a piece of cake. Oh.
I don't know.
What if it's just this? Did I do it? Oh, and then there's a green one. Get out of the way, chicken. There, I figured it out.
Puzzle solved?
No, I guess we gotta go see him by the river, and then he'll give us the code, and then we can come back, is my guess.
My name's Lorenzo.
There, he's back.
I'm one of Dr. Netto's patients. The old guy has locked himself in.
I thought he was by the river. Oh, this is the river. It's just a painting
It's an
of
oil
one.
painting.
Yeah.
His door is locked with a coded gadget mechanism operated by ropes.
Very advanced.
But when
Yeah.
he let that chicken out of his house, he dropped this note. I think it's the code to the door.
If it's just a bunch of symbols
Yeah,
and
if
colors,
it's just some colors, it's probably...
and you never figured out how to crack it, it's gonna be pretty hilarious.
Read. You look like a bright little kid. Maybe you can read it?
There's no need to read.
It should be colors,
It's
right?
colors and shapes. Why is everything so tiny? The color and shape sequence must mean something.
What could it
There's
mean?
nothing to read there, guy.
Red, yellow, green, blue.
Red, yellow, green, blue. It's easier to remember. Oh, okay. It would be easier to remember if it didn't load so slow.
To something for sure. Good job.
Perfect.
Challenging.
Quite the puzzle. A quill is a writing tool made from a feather, usually from a goose. Quills were commonly used from the 6th to 19th century. That's the first bit of like actual, somewhat educational. Paper wasn't wasn't a common thing. Paper, a material used to write on, and neither was the skills to write on, of course, because everyone was so stupid back then. Am I right?
So is this guy a physician?
An astrolabe can be used for locating and predicting the positions of the sun, moon, planets, and stars. Okay, I thought it was just going to be the sun and moon, and I was like, is the answer the sky? Because it's
just an arrow pointing upwards. Oh.
All right, guys, I figured it out. 50% of the time, the sun is in the sky. 50% of the time, the moon is in the sky.
What does it mean?
This is a map that shows... who fucking knows? It's unimportant. It looked like the world looked like this. Someone thought the world... What are they writing? What did they think they were seeing?
Why is it so small?
None of that...
It says Asia, Africa, Europe.
What is any of that?
I don't
Just
know.
a series of twigs.
Someone crumpled up a piece of paper with those 3 letters written on it.
Early cartography was pretty garbage.
What? Hello? Is that you again, little mouse man?
Has he been hanging out with Tempest?
You can see him?
Interesting. Marvelous, I'd say. What can I do for you?
Marvelous instead of just saying magnificent?
Well, he's a fancy wizard.
Yeah, he made it more confusing. I'm not positive, but he might have just cast a spell on us.
Oh, I don't come close to those infected with the plague, since I just might catch it myself, so I can't help you directly. But since
seems
the plague
awfully
comes
useless.
from the foul air, it might work to purge the air by burning aromatic herbs like dried rosemary.
I was pretty certain that was where this was all leading.
And see if they have rosemary twigs in stock. Then burn them in your mother's room.
Then burn your house to the ground. What? Oh, okay. I thought the next part of his plan was to bring him a urine
I'll
sample.
trade you rosemary for...
The mouse man told me that you should go see him. Whatever that's supposed to mean.
So I thought the
There's not a
mouse
lot.
was like a mascot that no one else could see.
Yeah, it's because they were kind of breaking the fourth wall and talking about things that, like, they were like, things sure were crazy back then,
Yeah.
huh? Apparently, he's a time-traveling mouse.
And no one's concerned.
And also, there wasn't a lot of room for interpretation. The mouse just asked me to go see him. I found him.
The idea
There he is.
about humors has been dropped now, even though people believed in it for hundreds
Are
of
these
years.
urine samples he's shaking around? I wouldn't doubt it.
Let's get out of this nasty wizard's house.
The compass doesn't do anything. Oh, there it is. There's the tiny arrow. I wanted to see if I could go up his stairs.
No, it's just more urine.
This nasty piss wizard.
Yeah.
Archie, come over here. I've got something. Hey, Marchie, I've got something for you. Something that might.
Is it like $6 or whatever I need for rosemary?
Chrono goggles. You can
Oh yeah,
use
chrono
them to
goggles.
see through
What?
Time and space. Even having them close to your brain will let you see objects or persons from other time periods.
Okay. I thought they were going to try and tell me that this was a real thing. This guy's still trying to figure out the puzzle. Maybe I'm looking at it upside down.
This guy needs the chrono goggles more than us.
If you find something that doesn't belong to this time, put the goggles on. Then you can use it or pick it up, although normally you'd be unable to.
There's actually some
Something
cool...
that doesn't belong to this time.
There's some cool theories out there about, like, how far back in time would you have to... Like, if you were bringing someone from the past up to the future, how far back in time would you have to go for them to literally die from the shock? Of,
yeah.
like... Because, like, they were, like, back when it was cavemen who would just use sticks and stones and hunted, and that was the entirety of their existence. If you went to, like, buildings in, like, medieval times, they might die from the shock of, like, not understanding what they're seeing.
Right.
And it's like pretty extreme, they die from the shock or whatever, but then it starts becoming like closer and closer together, like it takes, or the time stretches are further,
Yeah.
or like, yeah, it's harder to kill someone with shock. If you went to the Middle Ages and you showed someone like an iPhone or whatever, they might die.
The goggles
I mean, if I went from the 90s to
so
today,
you can only use
and
them
I
10
saw
times
this
per
game.
period.
I might die. Anyways, what I was thinking is that this guy, he better hope he doesn't figure it out, because if he does, he might die from the shock of that kind of knowledge. If you spot something that doesn't belong, use the chrono goggles. Alright.
We will.
This game just got interesting. My interest was only mildly peaked before. Now it's fully peaked.
Take your chrono goggles from the bag
Found-
and put them
found
on your
something.
head.
The dead rat
When the
buckets
goggles
from the
are
future.
on. Oh, that strange new item.
Some sort of weird KFC. 10. You only get 10 uses? I did it. I found the thing that's out of place.
Got you.
The plague came to Europe on the backs of rats.
Not Jews.
Terrible. Yeah. Why do we have a rat friend follow us around? One way to keep the at bay is with poison. Is that what this is? Is rat poison? That's... Why? Why does that...
Tempest
need
seems
to be in
awfully
the game.
not concerned.
Yeah. What... Was
So
it...
did that do anything?
Was it necessary to introduce this mechanic of the chrono goggles so that you could look at rat poison so it could tell you that a good way to kill rats is with poison? Was that necessary to this
I
game?
don't think we need to go back in time to learn that.
No. This game is focusing on the wrong lessons here. What the hell is this?
Those are like the classic Doctor Mask things.
Is that what those were? I never
Yeah.
knew what those were.
Yeah,
Why?
doctors used to wear them.
Why?
I can't remember.
We can't-
There's definitely a reason.
We can't interact with them. I don't know why it exists.
I'm gonna go ahead and Google old Doctor Mask.
Okay.
Has a job for you.
Because I know this game is gonna tell us shit.
Some kind of neighborhood you live in, I must say.
Plague
Considered
Doctor.
moving
I
uptown?
think this is literally so they didn't
Cons-
breathe in the plague.
Considering moving uptown? Rats!
Carry disease, some kind of neighborhood rats.
Wait.
Not only do they carry diseases, but
I-
some kind of
Yeah, there were specific doctors to treat the plague.
Oh,
Paid more than you
interesting.
ever use. Not some kind of neighborhood you live in.
Someone, when I walked in here, she said that someone had a job for me. Can I help?
I've caught the plague.
We don't
Oh, yeah, of course you did.
I feel what will you have me get?
Still cracking jokes about that lasagna, though.
He's in high spirits, though.
To eat like a little prince for a week.
I think I'm dying from handling all these corpses. I could use your little hands and short legs to help me bury these, and
This should be a pretty tough sell. Like,
I'll help you.
hey, I got the plague from handling all these corpses. You wanna help me out and handle all these corpses?
Then he gave me a pouch made out of people's ragged old plague-filled clothes. What the hell?
Oh, we got the option to
Oh, a mini game of burying corpses.
skip. Oh, good.
Play.
Is this Tetris?
It is Tetris, but with corpses. Are you a good Tetris player? I feel like I'm not a very good Tetris player.
I don't think I've played Tetris in a very long time.
I'll just get good. That looks like it's not gonna fit. It's very hard to estimate. That's a.
We all know this is how.
Well, yeah, you had to make
Corpse
sure
burying
your mass graves were efficient.
Yeah, and incredibly deep.
Yeah, I don't really know how they dug all this. It's quite impressive.
Was it just Mario?
Mario's good at something.
I guess. Yeah.
He couldn't be a completely useless sack of shit, I guess.
So this is really just Tetris, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, but corpses. Because it's a kid's game.
Yeah. The fun version.
Oh, whoops, that was accidental.
Oh, now you've done
I
it.
accidentally hit the button too many times and then I screwed everything up. Oh, yeah. Wait, but you can't actually
you're
clear
just trying
rows
to
or
efficiently
anything?
pack them in.
Wait, I didn't hit that button. How many things am I trying to...
All of them, I guess.
Oh, wait, is my score going up or down? It's going up.
Yeah. Every time you land one.
I've had enough of this.
Yeah.
It seems like I'm not actually working towards anything here.
I think you got enough points.
Oh, whoops. Alright, I'm just gonna stick them all and see what goes. Grave full! Here's what a man who witnessed the plague wrote about the mass graves in Florence. And then more bodies were put on top of them, with a little more dirt over those. They put layer on layer, just like one puts layer of cheese in the lasagna. Damn it.
He just sneaks them in.
Oh, why did we even bother burying all those? There's still all this. Alright, we got the money, so then next time we can go buy the rosemary so we can cure our dead mother.
Yeah. It only took us getting a little bit of plague.
Only a minor bit of plague, just like a wee bit. It's okay, don't worry, our plague meter is still only half empty or half full. Depends how you look at it, depends if you're an optimist.
I'm a plague meter half full guy.